Early 2025 means it's a perfect opportunity to take a look at 2024 and where inside of that year of a lot of fun coins is the sleeper. And tonight, I think it's nailed, it's obvious, and I'm surprised they didn't talk about it weeks ago because this one is going to be something special. And tonight, our pricing even more so. So let's dive in. This one's hot. So in 2024, we had a number of special issues, of which the Morgan and Peace program, uncirculated proof and reverse proof, were out there. We have our regular Silver Eagles, which is the uncirculated or mint state, and then the West Point proof, and then the San Francisco proof. And the last Silver Eagle released last year is what they call the Burnished, or a lot of people call it the W mint mark uncirculated. Easiest way to explain is it's like a satin finish coin. You're looking at it. It is outright gorgeous. Now, look at the graphic, $89.95. Now, the word sleeper is because of this one very simple fact. If you go back to the very first ever Burnished Silver Eagle, which was 2006, that was our 20th anniversary. We've been making them pretty much every year since. People love the third coin. They love the W mint mark on uncirculated. And every year without fail, it's the rarest, the one with the fewest, minted. This is the first time, period, that we're under 100,000 coins. Currently, we're at 93,705. Prior to this, those of you that know your coins know that the only burnished or satin finish that is under 100,000 was the 2011 25th anniversary. That was an S mint, the only S mint, but that one has a mintage because of returns of 99,882. So right now we're 5,000 under the already rarest. And what does that 11S cost? And it's expensive because of what? How few of them are known to exist. So all night long, sleeper, sleeper, sleeper. Now we have a small number of these in our inventory. They approved the crazy pricing. This is below US Mint official issue price. And it's in the original packaging. So you have the coin, you have the jewelry box, the certificate, the outer box, and then the sleeve all tied together. It is the best of the best, period. But let's talk about what the finish actually is, because Allison brought this up about a year ago, and it's a great way or a great analogy to understand the difference on the surface of this coin. And that is if you refer to burnished or satin finish, and I'm pretty sure that's where it came from, you go to paint, right? Regular paint is what? Just standard. And we have mint state uncirculated Silver Eagles. They're just standard. In paint, we have glossy paint, and that is kind of like our proof, right? But in the middle of those two on the paint side, we have this look. It's called satin finish. It doesn't look like the proof. It looks kind of like the unk, but there's a very subtle difference. When you compare them side by side, you can tell the difference. That is where the nickname satin finish came from on this coin. Now, the easiest way to remember it, though, is if you see a coin and it's not a proof, all you got to do is turn it over. Look at the reverse. And in the old coins, which is the heraldic design from 2006 to 2021, it was at about 7 o'clock, the W mint mark. On the new design, Emily Domstra's Eagle Landing, you're seeing here, it is at 3 o'clock underneath the wing, the W. If you see the W, the bottom line is you have the satin finish, or formal name, burnished. But no matter which way you spin it, this one is the sleeper, and it is going to be the key. If you look at the others, the W's, the W with the lowest mintage, fewest made by the US Mint, is 2018. That one was 138,000, right? 2019 was 141. 2012 was the pinnacle years ago, until recent. And if you look at those three I just referenced, we're looking at 149 to 179. And you know the reason why the value? is strong on those three? Because there's so few of them, the low mintage matters. So now tonight we have the rarest of them all. It is the key to the entire series. And again, they've been doing this since 2006, every year, without fail. And every year it's the rarest, but this one is the rarest of them all. What does the 1996 regular Silver Eagle sell for? The mint state. It is the lowest minted regular issue, West Point issue without the mint mark. And it's just under 4 million coins known. And our competition's between 129 and 149. Know why? Because every year they traditionally make 15, 20, 30, as high as 50 million uncirculated Silver Eagles. So the one with the lowest mintage, the 96, would be the one with the highest premium, because there's fewer of them out there. This one changes the entire story. Guys, give me a 1 minute clock. Lots of multiples going out the door, and thank you all. You can buy one, you can buy five. We just have a set inventory, and when that number is gone, which is why we're clocking it right now, we're going to be moving on to the next topic. This one is a fun one because of the fact that there are so few of them, and as a result, that just means something special. Proof coins from last year, right? Proof coins from last year with a mintage of give or take 300,000, right, which is their standard number, are between 129 and 149 with our major competitors across the country. This one is significantly rarer. It's the other W, as Rodney Dangerfield would say, that gets no respect. But it's the key. And tonight, $89.95 is the price on the sleeper. It is the coin. Just watch this down the road. Just watch it. Because the mintage is the key, and at under 100, at only 93,705, it is a keeper. And that's why we call this segment the Daily Deal.